Dear Diary, May, I already forgot. Dear Diary, May 15th, 2017. So, something's kind of been on my mind for like the past, I don't know, 2 days. I am officially dating someone. I shouldn't say dating, more of, okay, there's dating and then there's more of like where you're trying to make somebody your boyfriend or girlfriend. What's the name for that? If I want to make them my boyfriend, does that mean he is my boyfriend? I don't know. See, I don't know these things. I don't know. But there was this guy, and back in like the fall of last year, we went on a few dates and I really liked him. He was really nice, but I didn't think anything would happen because he was waiting to take this job that's out of the country. And so I was like, oh, this is probably not really gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna like invest a whole lot into it. But then he did take the job, but then he got in contact with me again and he kept saying that like he was thinking about me. And the truth was that I was thinking about him too. And so now we're like a thing, I think, pretty sure. And I mean, I'm happy, and it's gonna be a long distance thing, you know, but you know, I'll get to see him sometimes when he's like comes back into the country. But what happened was, okay, I was at this party and I was telling, you know, my friends, and like they're more like my family, I was telling them about him, and then somebody at the party just started going off and saying like, oh no, he looks like a serial killer, and oh no, he's not a, oh sorry, the door keeps open, he's not a, he's lying, he's just with his wife, and he's not like taking a job out of the country, he's like in Illinois with his wife and his kids, and you're just his side this, and you need to find out if he's really says who he says he is, and you're just the side chick and he's married. And I'm like, you have never even met this person, you have no like idea how much time I've spent with him, like what we've talked about or anything like that. And no, he's not married, I know this, but it just brought this thing, like they were just bringing up all this stuff that like I had never even thought about, never even crossed my mind, and it was just like stuff that like jealous, bitter people would come up with for like a relationship. And you know, even though I'm like sort of new to like the dating thing, I always knew that I never wanted to be one of those jealous people who has to like always be in their boyfriend's phone and always have to know where they are, and like follow them and check up on them and make sure they are where they say they are. Like I never wanted to be like that. I had a couple of friends that were like that. One where she actually took me, came to my house in the middle of the night, woke me up, picked me up, made me drive across town at like 2 o'clock in the morning to see where her man was at, and we were like ducking in bushes, and I was like, oh dear God. I mean, I was there for moral support, but I was like, oh God, if I ever get this crazy, please somebody just like shoot me in the head, please. I just never, I mean, yes, I haven't dated that many people, but I never got jealous. And actually the truth is, maybe that's like not such a good thing. Maybe I need to learn to be a little more jealous, because this last boyfriend I had was not jealous about him messing with other women at all, even though he was like a big flirt, but he was also like a dumpster fire of a human being. So I really didn't, I knew I was like the only woman in town that actually wanted to touch him. Comment down below if you would like to hear a story time / video about my raging alcoholic douchebag ex-boyfriend. We could talk about that, but this is a separate video. He actually would like do things to try to get a rise out of me, to try to get the jealous in me to come out. And I'm not psychic, but like I knew that's what he was doing, and it just kind of made me laugh. And I told my friends, and they were like, well, maybe you should, you know, act a little jealous just to make him feel good. And I was like, okay, because that's all it would be. It would just be acting, because I wasn't jealous. And the person who was bringing all this stuff up that, you know, the person I'm dating might be a liar or whatever, it did, for a second, for like a split second, I did question. I was like, oh, well, maybe. But the thing is like, I don't want to be that. I don't have the energy for that, and I'm happy with like what I'm doing. I don't want to have to worry, but I don't want to think about those things. And honestly, I'm also a believer in you can speak evil on yourself, and you can make things happen with your mind, basically. You can, thoughts in your mind, you can actually make them into like a tangible reality. So if you're always looking for your boyfriend or girlfriend to be cheating, you're gonna find them cheating. And it's because if you're so focused on that, subconsciously you will start doing things within the relationship to push them towards that, and you will start acting a certain way to pull away, and they'll cheat or they'll do something dishonest. And I mean, I'm not saying if somebody cheats on you that it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like if you've been like a good boyfriend or girlfriend, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying though, you can make bad things happen to yourself just by, you're basically willing them to cheat on you. When you get all nuts and you follow them and you're stalking them, and that would drive anyone crazy. I'm not saying like, now I have had friends who were dating like super shady dudes who were, they were just cheaters, and they were doing like really shady things, and I'm just like, just leave. Like, you know he's doing it, just leave. But they were like, they were just already that person. I'm talking about if your significant other has never really given you a sign that they're doing anything wrong, but because of your own insecurities and self-doubt, you think that they will. Eventually they will. So let's just catch them before they do. That's not right. And now I don't know how to combat this. I don't know how to tell somebody how to fix this. So maybe this is a pointless video because I don't have any advice, but that's just not me. It's just not me. I just always wish for the best. And yeah, if I get let down, it hurts. But while things were going good, they were going really good, and I was happy. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense? It made sense before I sat down and started talking out loud. I don't know. Long story short, there's a boy that I like. He's in a far, far, far away land. I won't be able to see him again until probably September or October, but I can't wait till I can see him again. And you know, I'm just happy with like what we're doing. We're just talking, and maybe it's a good thing that he's far away, because you know, it'll give us time to get to know each other even more. I mean, we have talked a lot like in person, but you know, maybe start talking about like more details, and then if we meet up again and the sparks are still there, then maybe it was meant to be. Even though I am a lone wolf, free bird, still, I don't want to say I'm a romantic, because that gooey like gushy lovey-dovey stuff makes me want to vomit. But I don't know, like I'm still a woman, and I like to be sweet talked. I like to be told I'm pretty. I like it when they do things for me. So I'm just a girl that likes a boy.